Today's band were finalists in this year's National Country Music Awards and are well known for their style of Western swing. Here are the Cattlestops with Damn That Cattlestop.
Give me pasture, fresh grass underhoof. No want no housing, the sky is my room. I just want to chew on that pasture over yonder. But that damn cattle stop means I can never wonder. I said, damn that cattle stop, those bars down by the gate. Those zebra gaps they built to trap my hoos, it's no mistake. Farmer Joe, he thinks he knows he's got us good and beat. I said, damn that cattle stop, just waiting for my feet. Gonna invent me a new kind of shoe, so I can walk to freedom, that pasture to chew. Only fresh grass and clover, no hard ground or mud. I dream of all these things to chew on my cud. I said, damn that cattle stop, those bars down by the gate. Those zebra gaps they're built to trap my hoos, it's no mistake. Farmer Joe, he thinks he knows he's got us good and beat. I said, damn that cattle stop, just waiting for my feet. She tried it once, what a mess she made. They had to get the jaws of life to pull her from that grave. Who's went through with such a sound, all we could do was shudder. Then of course all that force came down upon her udder. And we said, damn that cattle stop, those bars down by the gate. Those zebra gaps they're built to trap my hoos, it's no mistake. Farmer Joe, he thinks he knows he's got us good and beat. I said, damn that cattle stop, just waiting for my feet. I said, damn that cattle stop, those bars down by the gate. Those zebra gaps they're built to trap my hoos, it's no mistake. Farmer Joe, he thinks he knows he's got us good and beat. I said, damn that cattle stop, just waiting for my feet.
Fantastic. Well, joining me now is Andrew Lucky London and James Jimmy Ray Cameron from the Cattlestops. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
G'day, Brendan.
Pleasure to have you.
Yeah, nice to
G'day, mate. How are you? What I want to know is, James, is how did you get time off Avatar? You know, the Avatar's filming here right now, and...
Well, it's tough, but you play your cards right, Brendan. We could get you in the next movie.
Yeah, what is the next movie you're working on? Hey, it's great to have you here on the show today. Thank you so much. Congratulations on being nominated as a finalist. Was that a surprise for you?
I think it probably was.
Yeah,
I don't think we had any idea. I don't even know quite how we applied or entered. I think our record company slipped us in.
Right.
J-Rem.
Yeah. So you went down to the awards.
We went down to Gore. Yeah.
And how was that?
It was great. It was great. We couldn't go as an entire band because of some other commitments. But we three of us went down and we roped in a fantastic guitarist from Auckland called Rob Galley.
Right.
Who came in and played and we just played one song on the night. As did all the finalists.
You're going to be playing for us a little later, Back to Rosetta Road. How did that come about for the movie?
Well, we recorded the CD about a year, about 18 months ago, or about a year ago.
Yes, with no idea that it wasn't specifically for the movie. That was just a bit of luck that happened later on.
Yeah, and so we recorded that, and it's obviously we live on the Kapiti Coast, most of us, and we write a lot of songs about where we are, what we're doing, and a lot of those is obviously around the area. Now the movie came being set on the Kapiti Coast as well. The movie guys heard the CD and thought, gee, there's some good songs on there that we can use for it. So they used six songs in different sort of formats, some with vocals, some without, and so on. And
what a great opportunity though, Secondhand Wedding, because a lot of people get out to have watched the movie, and I think it's still continuing to be shown around the world.
It's done very well.
Did you guys do very well out of it?
Well, it was actually done on a real shoestring. I don't think anyone got much for it, and it wasn't until they had it approved for funding by the New Zealand Film Commission, which was long after they'd finished it, I believe.
Yeah.
Might be speaking out of turn here, but I think that I know everyone on the movie did it for next to nothing. It was done on some really, really low budget, and then they got the funding to market and distribute it afterwards. So it wasn't until that point that there was any money involved in it at all. So we all just trucked along and did what we did.
Has there been many kickbacks from it though, but from people obviously hearing the song?
An awful lot of people have seen it. It's done very well.
Yeah.
And, which is a credit, of course, to Paul Murphy and Nick Ward and all the Kerry Robbins, all the people involved in it.
Let's talk about the Cattlestops. When did you guys form? When was it?
2004.
2004, when Colleen Trenwith from the Hamilton County Bluegrass Band came down to the Kapiti Coast. She came down to Otaki to look after her mum.
Yeah, for anyone
she's
over 40.
She's from overseas. This is Dolly? Is that right?
This is Dolly, yeah. So she's from Hamilton.
Right.
But she came down to Otaki to look after her mum for a while, and Andrew bumped into her and came up.
For anyone over 45, the Hamilton County Bluegrass Band are legendary. They had their own TV show here in the 70s.
Right.
Early 70s. They were huge. And they toured around Australia for many years, and they played at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, which is Mecca, of course, for country music musicians. And Colleen moved into Otaki, which is where I live, and as soon as I found out, I tracked her down.
You were knocking on her door going, come on, we wanted you to play.
I was knocking on her door real fast and made a bit of a nuisance of myself and said, right, come along, you're going to come and play in this band with us. And she didn't know many people in Otaki at the time, so I think she was pretty pleased to actually do that.
What was her thoughts of the, I guess, the music scene here in the Kapiti area?
She was blown away by the amount of, because she would gig with other people as well. She was giving lessons and so on. I mean, she loves playing, and so she really enjoyed her time down here looking after her mum and playing with us. We had Andrew knew myself, and we liked a similar style of music. We got Evan Williams in on drums. He's a little bit out of the coast. He's in Tawa, but he comes up regularly, which is nice. And Dave Berry on guitar. So that was how the Cattlestop started with Colleen. And about 18 months ago, Colleen got a scholarship, really, didn't she, to actually attend university in Tennessee.
So she's there now.
And so she's there. She's doing her second semester now. She's flown through with straight A's and is doing fabulously well.
Studying old-time fiddle and Appalachian culture.
Yeah. So when she comes back, you're going to make room for her?
Yeah, absolutely. And she came back in May, and we played a couple of gigs in May, which were fantastic. And so she's coming back. She'll probably come back to Hamilton, but, you know, I mean, we want to record and we want to use her again on different...
So just quickly, what have you got coming up? I know you've got that there, you've got that CD there. For
so,
people.
Yeah, so there you go. Here's an opportunity.
There's an opportunity.
This is Back to Rosetta Road, which is the CD that had the 6 songs used for Secondhand Wedding. We're in the process of having we've got about 4 or 5 or 6 new songs that we're developing and working on, and hopefully we can get those recorded sometime the end of the year, early next year.
Yeah. Gentlemen, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming in.
Brendan.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you.
Fancy a chocolate brownie for morning tea?
Oh, love one.
Yes, please, bring it on.
Just hang around, then stay with us, because Bacon Queen Laurel Watson's up next. We'll see you shortly.
The Cattlestops are back to perform the title track to the album recognised at the National Country Music Awards. You'll have heard it, of course, on the soundtrack of the great film Secondhand Wedding. This is Back to Rosetta Road.
Ever driven the road north of Wellington? Left those harbour lights and climbed the #1. The route it winds behind the suburbs on the way. Crosses the harbour at Minor Hope, and there won't be too much delay. Well, winding my way back home, back to Rosetta Road, back to Rosetta Road. Catch a glimpse of Plymoughton down by the sea. When we leave Book Bay, we're in the lee of Kapiti. Then it winds right down to those rocks along the shore. The highway flirts with the Tasman Sea for 15 k's or more. Well, winding my way back home, back to Rosetta Road. Leaving the city behind, I'm winding on my way. I don't mind the wait at times, 'cause I'm okay. 'Cause I'm heading home to Rosetta Road. Roundabouts and lights are supposed to help the flow. It's just that nobody seems to let all the people know. My way back home, back to Rosetta Road, back to Rosetta Road. For 20 years or more they've been fighting over this route. It's now the coastal upgrade or transmission gully dispute. Seems there's a new report every time I read the news. Decision yet, it's the I can't decide which way to go blues. Well, winding my way back home, back to Rosetta Road. Leaving the city behind, I'm winding on my way. I don't mind the wait at times, 'cause I'm okay. 'Cause I'm heading home to Rosetta Road. Winding my way back home, back to Rosetta Road. Leaving the city behind, I'm winding on my way. I don't mind the wait at times, 'cause I'm okay. 'Cause I'm heading home to Rosetta Road. Yes, I'm winding my way back home, back to Rosetta